Hello, and this is Theme Park Squib, and welcome to another show. What a week it's been. We were at Blackpool at the weekend. That was fantastic. We done Alton Towers on the Friday, the Blackpool attractions on the Saturday, and then we also did Blackpool Pleasure Beach on the Sunday. The first vlog from that trip will be online tomorrow because we had to put the show out today, and yesterday we were travelling back from Blackpool, which is a really long way. So the Alton Towers vlog will be online tomorrow. And yeah, let's get into news. So yeah, this week in news, not much to get through, but it's mainly my reviews on some stuff that I did do at the weekend. I did do Wicker for the first time. I think that is a fantastic experience ride. It's mainly an experience ride with the queue, and the ride, the pre-show. When you went into that building, all the ceilings done, it was amazing. Back row, that is now my favourite UK coaster Wicker is, because it pulled you over those hills and it was just fantastic. And the shop was amazing. I spent a load on merchandise. It has some really good merchandise, but it keeps breaking down. It's the mist on that track. It's wood, mist doesn't go well, and we actually did see it stop up the lift hill. They were testing it for ages. We kept getting the announcement. Queue was still moving, but ride went up, stopped. But luckily we got in it. We were in the queue for 2 hours. Some people on the opening weekend ended up waiting 6 hours to get on it because it kept breaking down. And yeah, Jewel this year as well. That was amazing. The updates in there are fantastic, especially the new soundtrack. And then with the Blackpool attractions, I think if you want to do London, do Blackpool instead, because they're basically the same things. The only attraction I didn't do was the Sea Life Centre, because as loads of people say, you've seen one fish, you've seen them all. And if you see one Sea Life Centre, you have seen them all. They're basically the same thing, just different layouts. But Blackpool was fantastic. The ballroom was nice. I liked going up to the top of the tower, and the dungeons was amazing. I prefer that, but I don't know why the drop tower had a 1.40 m height restriction. It was one of the worst drop towers I've been on, but it's because, I don't know, it was 1.40. But that is a really good dungeons. I really did enjoy it. And the Madden 2 Swords out there is my favourite Madden 2 Swords. I really enjoyed it in there, more with the expansion that's just came out a couple of weeks ago, the Marvel Superheroes area and the Sporting Academy as well. Fantastic in that Madden 2 Swords, and we saw the Blackpool Tower Circus as well. That was okay, some bits were good, but it was mainly the two things that were on it for ages, like the clown and all that, which kind of ruined it. They got a bit boring after a while. I don't know why it's a 15-minute interval. It was basically them signing posters and all that, just so they could have 15 minutes of fame while we were sitting around watching nothing. And Blackpool Pleasure Beach, that was fantastic. I really do enjoy Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Really good park. Not my favourite UK park. It's my second favourite UK park, because my favourite UK park is Thorpe Park. And it was amazing. And my favourite UK dark ride is there, which is Wallace and Gromit's Philomatic. I really did enjoy that ride. I went on it twice. Fantastic rides there, and I really do want to go back this year for Icon. Icon looks fantastic. Also this week, Walking Dead the Ride did open at Thorpe Park, and I've heard that not too good things about it. I've heard all they've done to it is painted the walls silver, put the red flashing lights and put screens up. So that's not too good. In the trailer where that window smashes and all the walkers are sticking their hands in, it's not like that in real life. I heard it's just a screen. So we're going to see it on Saturday for the rescheduled annual pass preview event due to snow the other week. So yeah, let's get into merchandise. Speaking of merchandise, I will be showing you some merchandise from two different parks. Merlin have started doing these now. They've had top trumps at every park. Not Legoland, of course, they don't get the same merchandise. So I've got the Chessington and Alton Towers one here. Thorpe Park has them. I think it's a really good idea having games based on theme parks. And also, there's bigger games as well. Chessington has a Guess Who, and Thorpe Park and Alton Towers has another Monopoly. I've got the old one, I got it for Christmas. But Alton Towers have got a new Monopoly, and Thorpe Park have got a Monopoly for the first time. I remember when Top Trumps first came out, back in 2013, it was a free pack with all three, Chessington, Thorpe Park and Alton Towers in. Now they're separate. You've got Chessington Top Trumps here, They're more rides and the animals in there, which I really like, having the ride versus an animal. And that's really good because Chessington is animals and rides, which is fantastic. And then Alton Towers is your rides, but you've also got all your resort stuff there, like the hotels, all the other attractions, like the water park, the spa. And also, what I like about this is the two classic rides that have closed that Alton Towers are doing a load of stuff on. The Corkscrew and the Black Hole have got top trump cards in here, which I'm so happy about. They've also got pin badges as well. They released them last year. I only got the Black Hole last year, but I've now got the Corkscrew because it's been re-released for this year. Let's get into Guess the Ride. Quick Guess the Ride. I will reveal last week's Guess the Ride. That was Oblivion, the B&M dive coaster at Alton Towers. It celebrated its 20th birthday this year. Can't believe that opened in 1998. And it's a fantastic ride. A bit short. Most of your ride time is sitting on the brake run. And I hate the seats on that. The back one's all raised and your legs are all up. And yeah, I can't believe that if that never happened, we'd never have some fantastic dive coasters out there in the world. But another ride is also celebrating 20 years this year. Rattlesnake at Chessington. I do love that ride when it's not running two cars like it was at the preview day. And yeah, this week's Guess the Ride is in a seaside town. It's made of wood and it opened in 1923. If you know what that ride is, put it down in the comments down below and you'll get a shout out in next week's shout out section of the show. Let's get into Channel News. Channel News. This weekend we will be going to Thorpe Park for the reschedule of the annual pass preview day. Meant to be a couple of weekends ago, but it was cancelled due to snow. And it's all I think it's done this year is snow. A little bit of snow in the hotel on Monday morning before we travelled home, and it's amazing how we're getting a load of snow this year and a bit last year as well. And we'll be at Thorpe Park. It's 6 till 10 at night. They've done that because the park's open for the day. We'll get there for the usual day, and then it's extended on at night, which is going to be good. Can't wait to either swarm in the dark and try Walking Dead out for the first time, which I'm looking forward to. Also, next week we will be giving away our first Theme Park Squib lanyard. The giveaway details will be in next week's show. Let's get into Shoutouts. Got a lot to get through in Shoutouts this week. So first, from the people who guessed the ride, we have Theme Park Merlin, well done. Ryan Jester, well done. And Zach Cracking Dust, well done. Next we have our new subscribers with Louis IRL, thank you for subscribing, and Luke 4 Smith, thank you for subscribing. Next we have Twitter with Theme Park Badger, Park Boys, Coaster Connection, TJ, Theme Park Station, Ministry of Joy, Coaster Freak, Digital Dan, Amy Harrison, and Luke Zebedee Ford. Thank you for liking and doing all that stuff on Twitter, and I hope to see you in my next video, which will be the vlogs from the Easter trip, and I'll see you in next week's episode of the show, and I'll see you there. Bye.